From Lamar Jackson's insane million-dollar mansion to Jalen Hurts' watch collection that will put any pro to shame, it seems like that there's more than one field in which these two-star quarterbacks are competing. And today, we're putting these lifestyles to their toe-to-toe to see which one comes out on top. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Round 1. Residences. It's no secret that star athletes like NFL footballers have a thing for big houses, and Lamar Jackson is no exception to this rule. Following in the footsteps of others like him, the Ravens superstar purchased a mansion as one of the first things he got after he got on the NFL payroll. And boy, is the mansion something to behold. Situated in the Owing Mills area near the Ravens practice facility, the house, worth $1.3 million, is at the time of the sale was one of the largest houses in its neighborhood. Something made even more impressive by the fact that the area has already housed many other big NFL names, like former Ravens quarterback Joe and Ravens wide receiver Torrey Smith, both of whom have called the area their home in the past. The 8-bedroom residence stands on a massive 3 acres and contains every amenity and luxury you could imagine, from 9-footer ceilings, hardwood floors, a 2-story foyer, and some of the highest quality trim imaginable. Beyond this, the property contains large bathroom suites, an exquisite master suite, including a recreation room with gym, a private pool and spa, as a 3-car garage. Hell, he even went ahead and got his mother a house in the same area, explaining in a 2018 interview that as a pro footballer, you get to buy your parents a home. Now, on the other side of the field, Jalen Hurts has somewhat of a different philosophy to home buying. You see, unlike almost every other NFL player, Hurts actually hasn't bought a house yet. That's right, even after being in the league for over 3 years now, the Star Eagle hasn't even made a single move towards a property purchase for himself and continues to live on rent in his apartment. Speaking on this decision, Hurt explained that it's mostly because he personally believes in a more streamlined and physically responsible way of living, saying that, "I didn't buy a house or anything like that when I got drafted because it just wasn't me." And that quote, "I didn't need this big place just for myself. I just got me a little apartment, something smooth that'll last me for the time being." That being said, he does share the notion of paying back one's parents with Lamar, since he had spent his money on buying his parents a house. A somewhat modest deal. The 2,350 square feet house is nonetheless furnished with everything a quality home should have, including walk-in closet, a fully furnished backyard, and granite countertops in the kitchen. All in all, the house, which was purchased in Hurts' father's name, cost him $215,000 and is situated near their old neighborhood, once again showing his commitment to living simple and nice. And while that is without a doubt nice, for the purpose of this video, we're going to have to give this round to Lamar Jackson and his massive mansion for pretty obvious reasons. Round 2. Cars. Now, while houses are nice and all, the place where stars really get to show off their wealth and taste are their car collections. And let's just say that both of them have their own way of going about their automobiles. First, let's talk about Hurts, who, while he doesn't like to show off, he's been spotted driving everything from a Ford Mustang to a Nissan Titan, and even a couple of Cadillacs. But before you get too impressed, here's the thing. According to most sources, he probably doesn't even own those and instead leases them for certain periods of time. That's right. Following the same philosophy he held for his house, Jalen Hurts has abstained from unnecessary car purchases, which makes sense because even if he wanted to buy a few, he doesn't own a house, so where is he going to store them? Speaking in the same interview, he explained, "There's a ton of ways you can save money and be smart about your money." He continued by saying that, "Instead of buying a brand new car because it depreciates as soon as you get off the lot, you can buy a used car or lease a car." By comparison, Jackson has no such qualms and owns a tasteful selection of cars, including a stunning Mercedes SL 500 Grand Edition with a 4.6-liter V8. And to show you just how much he enjoys his cars, he was actually stopped back in 2019 for going 105 miles an hour in this very car. Besides this one, he also has been seen driving a Toyota Corolla IM, which is presumably his everyday driver. So while Hurts does have a good taste in his leases, they simply can't compete with Jackson and his Mercedes, so we'll have to give him this round as well. Round 3. Special expenses. Moving on, one place where both Jackson and Hurts have spent a considerable amount of money is their own niche interest. Jackson, for one, is a big fan of bling. As his supporters will already know, he reportedly owns over $2 million in jewelry alone, including a chain that he designed himself, which contains 25 carats of diamonds and over a half a pound of gold, all totaling to a massive $100,000. On the other hand, Hurts has a thing for luxury watches, which he's often seen sporting during interviews or on his way to the stadium. To date, he has been seen wearing multiple Rolexes, as well as a few more affordable options, like the Diesel Mega Chief chronograph, which he has reportedly held on to from his earlier days as a junior player. As for the Rolexes, he owns multiple Daytona models, including an extremely rare two-tone version reportedly worth over $60K. That, paired with his classic Daytona and his Everose Gold day-to-date, brings his collection to be one of the most expensive ones we've seen for a player of his stature. And that, paired with his taste he has employed in selecting them, means that this round goes to Jalen Hurts. Round 4, Businesses and Net Worth. Continuing on with our comparison to both Jackson and Hurts, they have signed a ton of contracts with major brands since their debut on their graduation. They have decent investment portfolios. Jackson, upon entering the league, signed a massive $9.7 million contract with a signing bonus of $4.9 million to boot, all from the Ravens alone. And that doesn't even cover half of the league's earnings, since he is set alone to earn a salary of $23 million in 2022 alone. Besides this sports contract, he has signed endorsements with a ton of brands including Pizza Hut, EA Sports, FIFA, Bose, Fly Supply, Madden NFL, Nissan, Lowe's, Courtyard Hotels, Visa, and Oakley Inc. He has also launched a personal sportswear line, Era 8 Apparel, for which he got in legal trouble back in 2020, and owns a restaurant in his hometown called Play Action Soul Food. As for charities, while he doesn't own one himself, he's been active in the field with his team in hometown, having paid around $60,000 from certain charities that work with children. As far as Jalen is concerned, the Eagle quarterback signed at 2 years after Jackson, but has earned $6 million based off his contract, a $2 million signing bonus, and an average annual salary of $1.5 million. He's also signed endorsement deals with East Bay, Lemon Perfect, and a ton of other brands, all of which brings in a ton of money too. He's also extremely active in charities. In fact, according to reports, he only spent around $165,000 of his football money after signing, and $60,000 of those went to charity, and he's continued to do similar activities since, donating tens of thousands of dollars to families across the country. However, as impressive as all those numbers are, we have to give this round to Jackson too, since his salary from last year alone eclipses all of Hurts' earnings in the league to date. Still, with Hurts having basically half of his experience, the tides may shift in the future. But for now, with a net worth of $110 million compared to Hurts' $30 million, we must declare Lamar Jackson to be the winner of this lifestyle war. And that covers our lifestyle war between Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. Hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, leave a like and subscribe for more. With that, I'll see you guys next time. Click on one of the other videos on your screen right now.